Hello, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Christmas and holidays and everything. It's DXUN again, and I'm going to be talking about the Sword Squadron fight, which is the second boss in the Temple of Sacrifice, and it's obviously a big cog block to a lot of guilds and bugs alike. So yeah, we're going to go through the mechanics and everything. There's a few, and that's one of the reasons I've showed Quartermaster Bulo in the Ravager. It's kind of like the equivalent. Second boss in both instances is very much a gear check and a idiot proof check where you have to stand out of stupid. If you don't, you're just gonna you're basically wasting your time. So here it is. So our first guy is over here, which I call number one, or the left one, which has some orange on it. And then we have the number 2 unit, which is over here. And basically, we're doing this 8-man, so 1 tank on each, obviously. Boop. And here. The thing is, throughout the fight, the tanks will have to actually swap. What's going to happen is that whenever they swap, let's say there's a swap. What happens is number 2 over here will target the guy that's tanking this one because they'll swap threat. But the problem is this one here will need a taunt. If you don't taunt, then the tank that's over here takes damage from both those. So it's really important that the tanks are really quick at actually taunting off the other tank before he actually gets like blown out of the water, because they do get like really hit hard in that fight. So it's really important that your tank switching is perfect throughout that fight. If not, you will fail, guaranteed. Your tanks will die. And there's definitely a lot of, like I said, definitely a lot of damage going around. So I'm gonna remove all that nice little drawings and stuff. So let's start the video and see how things go. Oops. I'm going to show a couple of the abilities in a second there as soon as we can get the video going. But I'll put again 1 and number 2 here. Oop. They don't move. They stay where they are as well. So it's another thing to think about. As far as tank placement, you can't really do anything. They are there and that's it. We really like to actually space ourselves out around the actual area. We had the healers around here in the middle. But again, it's all depending on what you want to do, right? So we're DPSing away. So let's see what happens, and then I'll stop as soon as we get the... Okay, pause. As you can see, there's these little circles that will actually spawn, and then the tank needs to kite away the circles so that they don't get hit. Again, gotta do as much as you can to try to avoid damage. If you don't, it's gonna be really hard to heal through. Okay, let's see, back to the video, and let's remove the drawing. Oh, another one. No. Pause. As you can see, there's a big white circle around somebody. What you want to do when you get those is you want to run away from the group, yes, but you cannot outrun from it. It will drop on you, so that you will take damage. There's no doubt about that. So what you want to do is do the least amount of movement while still keeping everybody out of it. That's it, really. So and they spawn throughout the fight quite a few times. So if somebody else is in that circle and gets hit, basically they die. So don't do that. Don't kill your friends. Okay, oh, let's pause again. And as you can see, this number 1 here has kind of changed color. It's kind of like a metallic kind of color that it's looking like now. And that means he doesn't take any damage, or basically no damage. So what happens during that time, if I can get, actually I'm going to keep playing it and we'll see, you'll see. There's actually a bunch of crates, and then there's a bunch of explosives beside them as well. And you have to pick up the explosives, which are in that corner over here. And then you got to run back right underneath his feet. And then what will happen is you'll actually use like the classic like Star Wars thing where you hook yourself up to the actual walker, go inside there and blow the shield up. And then after that, what happens is now you got to go back and attack. So as you can see, there is a lot of switching targets. You're going to be basically going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It is really, really important that as soon as that shield comes on, that the DPS automatically switches right away to the other guy, because you have to put as much damage on number 2 as possible. That was one of our problems, is that we were putting amazing numbers on number 1, but then as soon as we were going to number 2, it's taking us maybe a little too long to switch. And then on top of that, you lose a DPSer, because there's one guy that has to go get the bombs. So on top of that, you lose damage to begin with. So you really have to be on the ball, try to do as much damage at number 2 as well, because at the end, yes, they have to die almost at that same time. If they don't, then you'll wipe, and it's no joke. Like this, as soon as he starts doing his AOE, it will one-shot the raid basically. So let's get back on the video. And actually, there was an ability there that I could have. I'm gonna stop it next time it happens. So again, I was being bad there. I was DPSing the wrong guy. Then I got the AOE circle, ran away, make sure I wasn't getting anybody else hit with it. There you go. Took 14k, not too bad. But again, if other people are in there, that's the big important part here. So back on number 1, because he doesn't have the shield. Now you see those that AOE there. It hits right on top of you. It hits for like 2k. It's not that bad. But the thing is, sometimes it will sneak. Like you can see here, it will sneak a little red circle on top of that as well. You do not want to get hit by that. Okay, you can get hit by just the normal, like, you know, just shell effect, whatever, the holes that they create, but you cannot get hit by the actual red circle. Again, they usually spawn hand in hand. It's just some people won't have it and some people will, right? As you can see, these two did. I didn't, right? He didn't either. So if you don't get the red circle, you can stay there and take the 2k. It's not a big deal. But if you do, make sure you move out. Let's keep on moving. Again, our number 1 doesn't have the shield. Oh, here's another thing. As you can see, right at the feet of the droid, there's another droid. The walker. There's a droid spawning there, and we actually killed it every time it spawned. I don't think you don't necessarily have to, but especially if you're in an LFR group kind of thing, you probably kind of want to make sure that you kill those to make it easier on the tanks to kite the actual blue circles that I was showing earlier. Again, it's up to your raid and how you want to deal with them, but for us, we kill them every time they spawn. And they don't have much health as well, so pretty quick kill. So here we go. Actually, like I was saying earlier, those explosives are here. That's where they are. So as soon as he goes and shows up and looks like this, you have one of the guys. We used a assassin and used this teleport thing to actually make it faster, and basically just grabbed that, ran back right away, and actually started DPSing again. The other thing you have to be careful with that is if you're really quick at it, which it was, sometimes it will create an imbalance and you'll have one guy really like low on health, i.e. number 1 here was really low for us, and number 2 still had a lot of health. So again, you gotta kind of try to balance it as much as you can, but you do have to do it quickly because there is an enrage timer of about 6 minutes. And again, if you make it to that, as soon as he starts doing his AOE thing that hits for 2k, we'll basically one-shot everybody. So again, gotta make sure that you are quick, but not too quick to the point where you can't DPS number 2. Let's go back. As you can see there, both our tank is actually back here. We don't see him, and then you see how he's pointing over there. Now that's a tank swap right there. As soon as you see number 2 pointing at the tank on number 1, you know right away that you have to have the taunt happening. If you don't, then the longer it lasts, the more chances you'll get the other tank killed. But in this case, it wasn't the case. I just forgot. Our tank died, but that's what would happen. As soon as you see him pointing the other way, tank calls swaps, and it happens automatically. Obviously, because he died, the other tank got the aggro here, but that's what would happen anyway, even if he was alive. Let's get back to our video. There is also a maximum amount of explosives, so you do have to kill them within that number. Usually, you also need a pretty decent amount of damage as well, around 2k. If you don't get 2k DPS overall for your 4 DPSers in an 8-man for SM, you're gonna have troubles. It's more than likely you're gonna wipe. So again, you really have to push your damage as much as you can. Right now, you see on the damage meter, we have 2.8 Ket, myself at like 2k, and then we have Tavis at 1.8, but he's the explosive guy, so he doesn't get as much, and then we have a sniper at 1.7. So, and we would have killed it with that. But the numbers are going to go different in a little bit. I know I'm going to catch up a bit more damage, and I'm going to be like, I think I finished at 2.2, and then Ket goes down a little bit. So let's see anything else. I think that's about it, really. The red circles, stay out of. If you don't have a red circle on top of your where you're getting hit, like right now, right, then just stay there. I was moving, but I really don't need to. And then if you get the white circles, run away from everybody else. The little blue circles are for the tanks. The tank swapping. I think I've covered just about everything here. Anything else? Like I said at the almost at the beginning, they have to die at the very same time. If they don't, the other one enrages and it will fucking wipe you. Like, we're talking about 2 seconds, no more. If you're going above that, everybody dies. So it's not like we've seen so many like that they have to die at the same time because the other one enrages and it doesn't really kill anybody. Well, that one does. So don't chance it. In this case, I don't know. I guess I'll let it go to the end. But in this case, we do wipe with like 3% left on one of them. And you'll see what happens when you get beyond 6 minutes. It actually enrages and everything is impossible, basically. So you have to bring them back down at the same time. And it can be tricky too because number one might have his shield. So if he shields, you can't kill him. And if you already like called the go to kill them both, now you have to run back, get another set of explosives. I mean, it's going to wipe you, right? Unless you somehow magically don't kill number 2 with the dots. Then you might be lucky, but yeah, you have to like really push it hard, and then once you get to the end, like make sure that they go down very much at the same time. So I'm gonna put back the sound and let you guys enjoy the rest of the video.
28.
Bring it down to at least 10. And then stop DPS.
Switch.
12.
Alright.
10.
Stop DPS, guys. Get the bomb and then get ready to rock 1.
Getting the bomb now.
Targeting droids up.
Switch.
Shields down.
Finish off 1, guys.
6% on 1. 4.
Get ready to swap to 2. We need to rock it fast.
Oh, you didn't die, you didn't die, you didn't die. 3%.
Shields up. I'm getting the shield.
Switch.
Anything you got left, guys, as soon as he drops that bomb, kill 1. Just do not die to damage right now.
They enraged. Shields
enraged.
down. Shields down.
Kill it quick, kill it. 70,000 hit points.
No!
Fucking
Damn! Fuck, no way! Fuck, we had it! So that's what happens when you wipe on that. Not a very fun thing. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for another video from the Ducks.